I am Michael Thomas Carroll, and this is my commentary for the video assessment in MUSC2100. For this assessment, I played 9 excerpts from Beethoven's Symphony No. 7 with excerpts from all 4 movements. The first 2 excerpts I did were from the poco sostenuto section of Movement 1. They went from bars 7 to 23 and bar 29 to 42 respectively. In this excerpt, a real challenge for me was keeping that steady, slow tempo. To get on top of this, I used a metronome and did a lot of metronome practice. And another issue I had with this movement was the string crossings from the very top of the runs to the low notes on the C string. To get on top of this, I practiced it very slowly to make sure all the intonation was correct and that I got a nice clear sound. The second excerpt was also from the first movement. It was from bars 142 to 174. Challenges I had with this excerpt were making sure that all the grace notes and semiquavers were at a nice quick pace rather than slowing down the music, but also there was a section of a semiquaver passage which has a difficult piece at the end, which I had to practice very slowly to be able to get up to speed correct so that it didn't affect the flow of the music. The third excerpt was from bars 183 to 219 of the first movement. In this section, one of the most difficult things was making sure that the tempo is the same as the excerpt before, but also making sure that note values were correct at the end of phrases, and making sure that I played those nice short notes as well so that they didn't slow down the music. The fourth excerpt was also from the first movement, bars 275 to 300. Once again, it was about making sure I had the same tempo as the 2 preceding excerpts. And another challenge with this one was making sure that it was clearly in 6/8 and making sure my rhythm didn't change so it sounded more like it was in 2/4. The next 2 excerpts were from the second movement. The first was from bars 27 to 51. A key challenge with this excerpt was making sure that it sounded mournful enough and smooth, and that I started and it was clear what tempo I was in. I practiced that using a metronome again, and just making sure I used the correct amount of bow so I didn't run out of bow at any time. The next excerpt was from bars 191 to 222 of the second movement. Some of the key challenges in this excerpt were making sure that I played the semiquavers really quietly because it's all pianissimo till the very end, and then making sure that those last few bars of the excerpt were really powerful and strong. The next excerpt was from bars 611 to 645 of the third movement. This, to me, was a very challenging excerpt. The main parts of this excerpt to practice for the string crossings over the octaves and making sure that all those octaves were very accurate and accurate, and that took a lot of practice. Yeah. And the final excerpt I did was from the fourth movement, from bars 320 to 382. In this excerpt, the first thing was making sure, once again, that I had nice short notes for the semiquavers so that they didn't slow down the music, and also that I was playing the crescendo to begin with, and then for the semiquavers at the beginning of H, making sure that they were nice and light, and then getting through the semiquaver passage, and also from I, making sure that my bow distribution was good so that I didn't fall off the bow or run out of bow. Okay, thank you.